Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to First Commerce Accountancy online classes. So let's move to solve one more illustration. Fifth one, recording the transaction in a double column cash book. Okay, assume the first transaction is like this, 2017, Jan 1st, cash in hand, rupees 20,000, and Jan 1, cash at bank, rupees 25,000. How we can record this transaction in the double column cash book? Firstly, we should draw the column like this. You know the format of double column cash book, correct, right? Already we solved 4 illustrations. So date, receipts, cash, bank, date, payments, cash, bank, and you need to draw one more column, that's for ledger folio, very small column. So 2017, Jan 1st, to balance, brought down, 20,000 amount cash column, 25,000 in bank column. Okay, and next one, Jan 5, sold goods to Hari, and goods to Hari, rupees 15,000, and received a check. Okay, so clearly received check, so it affects to bank. So how we can record two sales account, 15,000 in amount column, not in cash, Jan 5. Next one, Jan 15, withdrew cash, withdrew cash for personal use, rupees 10,000. Withdrew cash for personal use. Then what is this? If the owner of the business withdrew cash for personal use, then it is considered as drawings. You know that. Let's see. By drawings account, Jan 5, 10,000 in amount in cash column. Suppose withdrew from bank, then it's affects to bank column, but now from office you can means owner can withdraw cash, so that's why it affects to cash column. And next one, Jan 16, withdrew cash for office use, 5,000. Is it drawings? If you withdrew cash from bank, withdrew cash here, just withdrew cash from bank for office use. What it means? You withdrawing some amounts from bank, that's not for your personal use. That withdrew amounts for office use. What is the transaction? What is the entry for this transaction? You withdrawing, your cash increases and your bank shows decreased value. When a transaction affects both to cash and bank, then you know that as per your knowledge, then it is considered as contra entry. Correct, right? So this is also a contra entry. Cash deposited into bank, cash withdrew from bank, withdrew cash for office use, check received from Mr. X deposited into bank. These are considered as contra entry. Okay. So now in this case, if you withdraw any amounts from bank or from office, that is for office use, then this transaction is called as contra entry. Okay. How you can record whether cash decreases or cash increases, or bank increases or bank decreases? How you can analyze this? Cash withdrew from bank. Cash withdrew from bank for office use. At that time, your cash increases. Correct, right? Withdrawn from bank, your cash increases. Your cash increases and your bank shows decreased value. Correct, right? Withdrew ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ bank ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. So bank shows decreased value. Bank is paying. Here cash shows increased. You are receiving cash. Your cash amount in bank, your cash amount in our organization shows increased value, increasing. So 5,000 in front of that contra. Okay. C. And here to bank account, from where you collected, from bank. So to bank account, mention the date, Jan 16, withdrew from bank rupees 5,000, and here Jan 16 by cash account. By cash account. Bank is giving amount in the form of cash. So by cash account, only this much. This is what? A contra entry. Next Jan 17, purchased goods for rupees 10,000 and paid check. Purchased goods. So by purchases account, Jan 17, by purchases account, paid check. So 10,000 bank. 10,000 to bank. Next one, Jan 18, interest received. Rupees 5,000. Okay. Jan 20, general expenses paid. Paid general expenses rupees 2,000. So interest received Jan 18 to interest account 5,000. Interest received 5,000. General expenses paid Jan 10 by general expenses account, amount 2,000. Wages paid, salary paid, all these are expenses recorded on the credit side. So next one, sold goods to, one more entry, Jan 21, sold goods to Krishna. Okay, Krishna, rupees 10,000 and received check. Rupees, received check. Okay, in bracket, deposited on same day. In bracket, deposited on same day. So sold goods to Krishna. So to Jan 20. Is it? Can we consider this transaction as credit transaction? No, because just by seeing person name or entity name, we cannot analyze that transaction as credit transaction. transaction continued, correct, right? And received check, and also it also continued as deposited on same day. I told that if check received deposited on same day, then only it affects to bank column, means bank account, a check is converted into cash on that same day. But if transaction continues, if in this transaction sold goods to Krishna and received check, then we cannot record this 10,000 amount in bank column. We can record that amount in cash column. Later Krishna's check deposited into bank, then that transaction is considered as contra entry. Means cash deposited into, check deposited into bank affects to bank and cash. That's why the transaction, for such transaction we need to pass contra entry. But in this case we can directly consider the amount, we can record the amount in bank column because check deposited on same day. Okay, so to sales account, okay, amount 10,000 in bank column. So now we record all the transactions. So now the next step is totaling. Greater amount on both sides, 20 plus 10, 30,000. Okay, 30,000 both sides. 30,000 minus 12,000. Okay, by balance carried down January 31st. And next one, 25,000 plus 15,000, 30 plus 10, 40,000, and here also 40,000. Find out the carried down amount for both amount column. 30 minus 12, 18, and 40 minus 15, so 25,000. Okay, so 40,000 minus 15,000, 25,000 carried down amount for bank column. Same amount should brought down Feb 1st to balance brought down 18,000 and 25,000. Clear, right? Okay, now I'll give assignment question. Okay, assignment question. Just try to solve the sum. Okay, enter the transaction in double column cash book and balance the same. Okay. Assignment question. Jan 2017, Jan 1st, cash in hand 10,000 rupees, 10,000. Cash same day Jan 1, cash at bank 20,000. Next, Jan 2, deposited into bank, rupees 5,000. You know this is a contra entry. We need to pass contra entry for this transaction. Our bank increases, cash decreases, like that. We need to write C in left column both sides. And next one, Jan 5, withdrew cash for personal use, rupees 2,000. Jan 10, wages paid by check, or wages paid rupees 2,500. Jan 15, insurance paid by check, rupees 7,000. Rupees 7,000. Next, one more. Jan 16, withdrew cash for office use. Withdrew from bank or withdrew for office use rupees 10,000. Okay, prepare double column cash book based on this transaction. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.